Hi Taurus, this is going to be your January 2019 monthly reading. It's going to consist of 3 shorter readings. So the first one is going to be a 4-card spread on your general energy for the month of January. The second one is going to be for love, and then the third one is going to be for, not love, career and money, okay? So I am going to be using the Ostara Tarot for these. I hope that your holidays have gone well. I hope that it's been very peaceful for you. I know not everybody gets to spend it with like family and stuff like that, so I think that more than anything, I hope that people feel peace during this time. Peace, warmth. Okay. And then one more, and then we're going to go ahead and pull these for your general energy reading. Okay. Let's see. So you're the 3rd sign that I am reading for, and I'm having so much fun. So let's see what we have for Aries. First card is the 8 of Pentacles. You're going to be working hard. The Knight of Swords. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the King of Swords in reverse. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is that you've gone through a harsh period, and I don't know why I'm thinking maybe coming out of 2018 you went through some really harsh experiences. Possibly with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, with a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. I see a lot of masculine energy here. So it could be that you've had fallouts, or a major fallout with one of these or multiple people. And now it's almost like you're kind of getting back to work on yourself, in a sense. Like you're trying to get back to your daily grind type of thing. Like it seemed like there was very disruptive, right? And now you're finally getting back to working on and focusing on what it is that you've been wanting to, or that you need to, okay? The King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who is quite selfish, quite greedy, somebody who, I want to say somebody who is very resentful, you know, and the King of Swords in reverse is somebody who's very harsh, like one of those people that, you know, can tear you down by saying like 3 or 4 words, you know, can make you really feel like you're really below them, in a sense, like make you feel small. And with the Knight of Swords here kind of facing them, I feel like that's kind of been your energy, where you've had to fight back, you know. But you being in the Knight position, you know, you being a Knight and then being kings, it's almost like there were forces that were kind of above you, in a sense, or like maybe authority figures who you've really clashed with, but there wasn't much that you could really do about the situation. So let's see what other messages we have that can inform this reading. A lot of tough energy though, but I really feel like now you're in a place where you're really determined to move away from this, and you're determined to kind of just focus on what's important to you and not give this any more of your attention. Let's see, you're working to overcome all of this is what I'm seeing. Okay, and this could be, like I said, like maybe possibly at work with authority figures, maybe managers, supervisors, people above you. Drop some cards. Let's see. We have the King of Pentacles again, right? And we have the Hermit in reverse. Okay, so you're really you're looking for stability, okay? And I really feel, especially with the Knight here, with the Knight of Swords, that it could be that in the past you were kind of reserved. You kind of just allowed for these people to mistreat you or be rude to you or be mean to you, kind of take advantage of you, and you kind of accepted it. But now you're coming to a place where you're like, you know what, this is too unstable for me. I need to work towards my stability, and that could mean that you feel like you have to kind of come out of that shell and speak up for yourself, right? Like I said, with the Knight of Swords there especially. We have the King of Swords too. My goodness. We have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords come out again. So these are repeating cards. And we have the Hermit in reverse in the middle. So I see now that what you're working towards is possibly you're working towards gaining that courage to speak up and kind of rectify these relationships. So you're no longer wanting to tolerate any sort of mistreatment or any sort of unfairness from these people, and you're working towards getting them to a place where that stops, right? And in order to do that, you have to speak up for yourself. And I think you're trying to work on getting yourself to that place, and also kind of developing kind of like a plan, like how do I go about this? And that could be very difficult, you know, especially like if this is work related. Ace of Wands in reverse. You feel like maybe you haven't had the opportunity or the right kind of environment to do this in. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, but you're really wanting to, I really feel like you're coming from this place where you're like, okay, let me, this has a solution, right? Like we can all figure this out. Like we can all come together amicably in a sense, you know? But you're just kind of waiting and planning for the right timing or the right opportunity to get this going, and for you to kind of speak your truth. Three of Swords in reverse, though, I see that this is a possibility. You know, you could definitely get this, overcome this kind of hurdle, and whatever pain or disappointment you felt with these relationships, with these people, you can overcome this. 10 of Cups reversed. But it's been very tough for you, I see. Okay. So I see, though, that we have the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. They came out upright. Okay, so I definitely see that there's an opportunity for maybe you speaking your truth and them being understanding, or kind of mending this relationship wherever it may be. And it could be that because it is work related, or it is a very important relationship to you, this is kind of like your only option. Like you kind of have to work it out, because it's gonna be and the 10 of Cups is here, so it could be even family, you know, that you really need to work this out with, and you're just kind of waiting on the right timing, right opportunity. But I see that it could definitely happen. Just be sure, you know what I mean, to really speak up for yourself if you can. I know it's really difficult for people to do if you're not used to doing that. I know that it's really hard, but I feel like if you're confronted with this challenge, it's because it's a lesson for you. It's in experiencing this, you're going to learn to speak up for yourself. Right? It's something that you have to, a skill that you have to acquire, you know, and now is the time for you to acquire it. Okay, what about love? Let's move on to your love reading for January 2019. Let's see. Shuffle these really well. Oh God, for Taurus here. Messages for love for Taurus. Their highest good. So jumpers, I don't take them for the readings, but I do like to look at them and acknowledge them to see if maybe they can inform the reading in some way later on. So we have the Hermit reversed again, repeating card from the first reading, and then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse. Okay. So let's see. Seven of Wands in reverse, the Empress in reverse, Page of Cups reversed, Judgment reversed. Okay, very interesting. I did Aries last, and I believe all of the cards for one of the readings was all reversed as well. So it looks like some difficult energy here for your love and partnership reading. So the Seven of Wands in this deck speaks to having undergone a lot of difficulty to finally reach a place where you, the place that you wanted, right? Or to kind of reach your goal. Having undergone a lot of kind of barriers and pushbacks, and you having to kind of reroute multiple times. It's in reverse. So, and given all the cards around it, I'm going to say that the reversal is just emphasizing how hard it is. So, it's been very difficult for you to get to the place that you want to in your relationship, or with somebody that you're dating, or with somebody that you like, or even if you're single, for somebody to find that partnership that you want. Okay, it's been very difficult, and you've had to take different approaches, but you still haven't arrived at that place yet, where you're happy with your partner, or you're happy in your relationship, or you're content with the way things are. The Empress in reverse here, it seems like you feel like there's a lot of potential there, right? Like there's a lot of potential with you and this person. However, you're, for whatever reason, you can't get there, right? You can't improve. You can't get what you want out of the relationship. We have the Page of Cups in reverse, so it could be that somebody isn't taking you seriously. It could be that which happens often, where you're the one, you know, really trying to take different approaches in the relationship. You're the one really wanting to make the best out of it, right? You're really wanting to improve the relationship. Like you're working hard, you're investing a lot of energy and effort, and the other person just isn't doing the same. the other person just isn't taking this as seriously as you are. It could be that, you know, you're in a relationship where you really want to better yourself for the betterment of the relationship as a whole. You're working hard to do that. The other person, not as much, because they're not taking that as seriously as you are. Judgment in reverse. So with this, I really feel like you may have already been thinking that this wasn't the best, this isn't the best choice for you, right? That the situation is really not gonna go anywhere. There's gonna be no improvement, almost, is what I'm trying to say. So let's see what else we can, what other messages we can get to inform this reading. With the Judgment there, it's almost like there is no saving the relationship. And I feel like during the holidays too, like it's kind of hard for some reason. Like I think it's the time of the year when there's like the most fights and conflicts in families and relationships. Like I heard somebody say like it's the time of the year that police get the most like domestic violence calls or something like that. Like it gets really tough, I think, for people in relationships around the holidays. Not everyone, but. So let's see if there's any more messages for Taurus. Okay, you could be dealing with a Virgo, another Earth sign, water sign, immature water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, I think, yeah, it's like a Scorpio. Let's see what else we can. Queen of Cups in reverse. Could definitely be dealing with a water sign. It could be that this person is so caught up in their emotions that it's hard for them to really think outside of that and like see anything outside of that. Or it could be that you are just really kind of in your feels, like really kind of in the depths, really considering what all of these feelings mean. You know, you're really being dragged down by all of the emotions that you're feeling, that are coming up because of this hardship that you're going through. You have the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to stop there because there's really no need to continue. I see this pretty clearly. The other person, the struggle that you're really dealing with is the other person is not putting as much effort and is not taking this as seriously as you are. Not that they're not taking the relationship seriously. It could be that they do, you know, see you, they are committed to the relationship. However, they're not, the issues that you may have, you know, they're not investing the time and energy that's necessary to improve that. They're not taking it seriously in that sense, where you're working really hard, maybe for the both of you, and the other person is not doing that. So the other person just doesn't see what the point, doesn't really see your efforts as being too helpful or too important, right? Whereas you're like, you know, I'm really like putting so much effort into, you know, this job, like getting promoted, and this is for the both of us, you know, so we can both enjoy this, the fruits of this labor. And you know, maybe you're wanting to, you know, improve your health, and the other person is just like doesn't really see the point of that. You know, that's what I mean by not taking it as seriously as you are. Like you're committed to bettering the relationship in some way, shape, or form, and the other person just doesn't really care to. It could be the other person is also younger than you and more mature. Okay, so let's move on to your love. I mean, my goodness, your career and money reading, which for some people that is their love, right? They love their job, they love their career, they love what they do, they love money. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to be pulling an oracle card at the end of the reading for your advice. And ultimately, too, like what I've been seeing really in all of the readings that I've been doing is there's an imbalance in a lot of the relationships. Like there's either people are expecting too much from you, or people are not giving enough, are not investing as much as you are in situations. And I feel like that's kind of a struggle that everybody or a lot of people are experiencing right now, just based on these readings. Okay, one more. Alright. Let's see what we got for love. My goodness, I keep saying love. I mean career and money for Taurus. I know Taurus love money. I say that because I have a moon in Taurus, and I definitely like to enjoy myself, and that costs money, you know. So let's see. Oh my god. Oh. Okay. Alright, got a jumper. Got a couple. 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Alright. Six of Wands reversed. The Hierophant reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. This is your energy. And the Page of Pentacles reversed. The Hierophant, I believe, is also Taurus. So we have your energy very strong here. Again, we have the reversals, but that's okay. So what I'm seeing here is a 6 of Wands in reverse. So I see that you feel somewhat defeated, somewhat disappointed in terms of money matters, career, something that you're not satisfied with, something that maybe you're not being recognized for all the work that you're doing. You're wanting to take a different approach to things with the Hierophant here. You're going to break away from what you're used to doing or what maybe is more acceptable, and you are going to try to do things differently. But I don't think that you see quite how to do that. You're wanting to do things differently. I feel like you're feeling like you need to do things differently. And you're pulling away from kind of being too available for everybody else. I feel like you're pulling away from doing too much, right? Which is very much a Taurus thing to do. You guys overexert yourselves. You guys overdo things. But then now you're seeing like, you know what, this isn't really getting me anywhere. I'm not really seeing the benefits of doing all of this. I'm not really being recognized for all the work that I do. It could be even that you're being scolded or you're being reprimanded or kind of punished for kind of putting yourself out there and doing everything that you're doing. So now, and I say this because the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse here, and it's right under the card, the way it's laid out here. It's right under the 6 of Wands in reverse. So it could be that now you're like, okay, well, let me not do that then. Let me not offer to do everybody's work. Let me not offer to be involved in a lot of things then. And you don't really know how to do that. You're not used to that with with the Page of Pentacles in reverse here. You're not really sure how you're going to do that, but you feel strongly that you should. Okay. So it could be at work, you know, you're doing too much and people are like, you're doing too much. Or you're doing a lot and you're not being recognized for your hard work. So now you're like breaking away from that. You're like, you know what, then I'm not gonna overdo it then. I'm not gonna make myself available to do all of these things, to take on all of this work if people aren't even appreciating it, or if it's actually not something I'm supposed to be doing, or things like that. And I think you're coming from a good place, you know, and trying to be helpful and trying to take on a lot of things. You're a very hardworking person. I see that for sure. What we got here? The Sun in reverse. Okay. Ace of Cups in reverse. Three of Swords. Okay, let's pull one more. Any more? Oh. Queen of... My goodness. Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, so the Sun reversed. Four of Swords. Right, so you definitely need to pull back with the Ace of Cups reversed here. You need to pull back, not offer so much of yourself. But the key is to not completely, the key is to find that balance and not completely turn away from who you are and what you have to offer. Because to be honest, Tauruses are fulfilled. They find fulfillment in helping other people, in doing for other people. That's what they feel fulfillment. That's where they get fulfillment from. So you don't want to turn away from yourself in the sense where you're not doing that anymore and you become unhappy, right? You have to find that balance, because that balance is really key in terms of turning the Sun back to the upright. So and the Sun is the most positive card in the deck. So you're gonna want to really find that balance and not give too much of yourself, but not take too much away to the point where you're not happy with yourself. Okay, it looks like right now you're not very happy with the situation, especially with the Six of Wands here in reverse. But with the Sun being here, the Sun can never really be a negative card, regardless of whether it's reversed. So with the Sun being there, that means that there is this potential for you to really like finding that sweet spot where you will get the recognition, but you don't have to do as much of the work, right? You don't have to overextend yourself, overexert yourself. That's really what the message is here. Okay, and so let's pull an oracle card for you. Let's see what your advice